Starting. Well, it goes to the second one.
Now less than 30 days until the start of training camp for the two teams playing in the Hall of Fame game. One of them is this team, the Dallas Cowboys, who of course saw their season go up in flames in Week 5 last year when Dak Prescott went down with the injury, but during the offseason signed a 4-year, $160 million extension. In addition to a healthy Dak, Dallas will need a bounce-back year from Ezekiel Elliott, who had a career-low rushing yard total with 979 and touchdowns with just 8 last year. And on defense, they turned to Dan Quinn as the coordinator, taking over from Mike Nolan. Quinn inherits a defense that had one of the worst seasons in Cowboys history. And so as we consider this team that everyone always focuses so much on, Dan Quinn emerges, at least based upon the conversations that I've been having here, Damian Woody, as maybe the most important assistant coach in the National Football League. The amount that people are placing, the amount of confidence people are placing in his ability to take what was a terrible defense and turn it into one good enough to win the division is astonishing to me. Do you believe they can do it?
Absolutely, Greeny. Listen, I think Dan Quinn is a big piece of the puzzle. Listen, there's only one way to go with that Dallas defense, and that's up. But I look at on the offensive side of the football. We talk about Dak Prescott and what he means to that organization. But I look up front with the offensive line. This team, Greeny, had 3 guys, 3 of their best players on the team up front, missed significant parts of the season last year.
It really did.
Tyron Smith, Lael Collins, and Zach Martin. So getting those 3 guys back healthy and playing well up front is going to do wonders, not only for the Dallas offense and their running game and how they want to dictate the tempo, but also for their defense. If they're able to control the clock to keep that defense fresh, I think that defense will make strides. So to me, it starts up front, and obviously with Dak Prescott coming back and the leadership abilities that he brings to the table, I think this Dallas Cowboys team is going to win the NFC East and go 10-7.
Win the NFC East, says Damian Woody. Mike T, do you agree?
100%, and here's why. In 2015, Dan Quinn went to the Atlanta Falcons as the head coach. Falcons defensive coordinator was Mike Nolan. 2021, Dan Quinn goes to the Dallas Cowboys as defensive coordinator. He replaces Mike Nolan. They drafted 5 players on defense in the first 3 rounds, including Micah Parsons at linebacker, Kelvin Joseph at corner. I expect them to start right away, even if Dan Quinn just gets them to average. And I expect them to be better than average. As D Wood alluded to, they're going to be exceptional on offense, and average on defense gets them the NFC East title.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised by this conversation, Jeff Darlington, because June is always a great month for the Cowboys.
Here we go.
Very, very good in June.
You're so funny.
Help us make some sense. Let's put the pick bars up there, guys, and let's see what everybody says. And Jeff Darlington, I'll give you the floor first. With your expectations for them this season, give us a record and tell us if you agree with this lunacy that we're hearing from your colleagues today.
Yeah, I thought I was the only lunatic, but clearly this is becoming a trendy thing because I actually think the Cowboys, I'm extremely bullish on them to the point where I picked 12-5 for their record for this year.
12-5.
I am a huge believer in Dak Prescott. And when we talk about last year and just the terrible outcome that was last year, like I don't understand why every time when we make fun of the Cowboys, we don't point out that they were without their franchise quarterback. There's not really a team in the NFL that can pull that off. I mean, it doesn't happen when you lose your franchise quarterback that you really end up with a good team. It's so rare. So I'm bullish on the Cowboys as well. I didn't realize that that my lunacy was met by my colleagues here today.
Well, I mean, they were. I hate to be the one who has to remind everyone that they were losing games even when they had him in the lineup, and they didn't win the division the year before either. But that said, Mike T, what is the Cowboys'
you're a Jets fan, right?
This year?
It's going to be 11-6, and they're going to beat your Washington football team for the division because, as Jeff alluded to, they got the best quarterback in the division. Sometimes we complicate things, but they're going to have a young, improving defense and a top 5 quarterback with 2 number 1 receivers. So they win the division, and I think they're going to give Tampa Bay a hard time in the NFC.
It is going to take some getting used to seeing those numbers adding up to 17 at the bottom of our screen, but they are correct.
Yeah,
Damian Woody, how about you?
Well, listen, I'm not going to go as far as Mike T because I've been burned by the Cowboys before, but I do think that they're going to win the NFC East because, quite honestly, like Mike T alluded to, they have the best quarterback in the division. That's all I need.
There you go.
Very simply, my pick is 9 and 8 because I couldn't go 8.5 and 8.5. They are always a 500 team. I should have, in retrospect, I should have done it. If we do this again in the next hour, change it. I should have given them a tie. 8 and 1. They are a 500 team. I would go 8 and 1 for the Dallas Cowboys if I had that to do again. I just admit it. I didn't think of it before we came on the air.
Okay, well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy. What's up, Jobu and Joe Bear in the house? And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business here and let's wake up those football gods. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? I am back again. I still have my leg attached. Funny thing happened. I don't know if Brandon F is still here. Going into having my surgery a day or two before it, I had seen about a guy who had Tommy John surgery, which is for your elbow. Baseball pitchers get it. You know, it's they basically mess up the tendon. And what?
Rossenberg got the same surgery.
Okay, right. Well, he died from the surgery. Yeah, and so I did a video and I talked about Juan Cruz is pulling out the money tonight. Juan, that's number 3. That's 3 for you. Okay, and so, you know, I'm a little nervous about having an operation. I haven't had one since 95 or so, or no, 98 when I had my skin graft and things. And you worry about these things, you know, and all that. So I was talking about, you know, my fear, of course, to this guy who had minor surgery to repair his elbow, you know, and I'm like, I'm having minor surgery to fix my knee. And that's where I was going with that, you know, like here it is, this athlete, he died. And so Brandon F ended up saying, what does Tommy John's shoulder surgery have to do with your knee? And
elbow surgery.
It is. But he said shoulder surgery. And see, you know, Brandon F,
are similar. They have the,
well, you know, okay.
Similar.
Regardless whether it was shoulder or elbow, he was like, you're having a knee surgery. And I took it as he was trying to be a smart ass. That's the way I was taking it. True. And so does the shoulder, okay? It's a joint. But, you know, they were repairing a tendon. They were actually, you know, putting in a new piece of meat. Mine, they're just grinding it up. And so I kind of figured that he was being a smart ass, and that's where I called him Brandon. You know, I guess the F is for failure because you got it wrong. So if I took it the wrong way, because Brandon's had a whole conversation before the show, you know, about, you know, you called me all kinds of names. And I was like, have you actually watched the show and heard all the things that I get called here on a regular basis? Guys, this is YouTube. It's not real life. Okay. Well, no, my knee's real life and stuff I tell you is real life. But I'm just like, really? Seriously? You know, he's like, you need to go back and all that. You know, and I was just like, come on, dude. I don't want to say you're acting soft, but dude. Listen, it's not that big a deal. If you took offense, sorry. But you came in and said what you said, and he said it was shoulder surgery like I was an idiot, but it's actually elbow surgery. So anyway, damn, I don't want to hear this. Sorry, Cowboys up north. Actually, I tell you what, let's cheer things up because we got all the ladies in here. I see Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? I got Gina C. Boy, I got double G action here. All right. I think I saw a new lady up in here. I hope I pronounce her name right. Is it Christiana? Christiana, what's up? Stacy Schubert. What's up, Stacy? Stacy, you're always there too. How you doing? Who did I miss? Did I miss any of the lovely ladies? If I did, there's Stacy, there's Gina, Juan Cruz, thank you for the super chats, my main man. Gina C, Gina Thorne, Lola, what's up, Lola? How you doing tonight? You know that, yeah, I can depend on two things. I can depend on the sun coming up in the morning and my lovely ladies showing up for the show. I appreciate you ladies coming up in here. All right, so and let me get the chats all the way back down in here. Let me make sure I do the mic check. Mic check.
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Mike? What's up, Money Mike?
Everything's good.
Everything's good? Everything's good? You know, David Wiley. David Wiley is going to be joining us on the Hall of Fame trip, too. Did I tell you that? You're going back to work tomorrow, aren't you, David? Our chef. And hold it. David. You know, I've been sitting here waiting for 2 days for you, right? You said that you were going to cook me gourmet meals after my surgery.
Life for me is good.
Life is good for you?
I woke up this morning.
Well, that's always good.
No.
That's always great.
This morning and I had a route. So I went and worked this morning.
Did you get paid?
I'll get paid on Wednesday.
Oh. It was a good route?
Only
Okay.
one apartment.
All right.
Only one apartment.
Okay. Well, all right. You know, I'm going crazy here because this is the new improved Dallas Cowboys. Lola. Did I get you Lola? Lola. Did I say Charlena? Is it Charlena? Charlena. Okay, hopefully I got that right. Charlena. Did I get you, Charlena? Okay. And Tay Cowboys. Tay Cowboys, what's up? Tay, hey. Boy, we got, you know what? Guys, y'all getting outnumbered by the ladies up in here. What's up with that? They called you back to work. Oh, hey, I ain't mad about that, man. Make that money. Okay, you cooking for? Oh, I'm not gonna say you're gonna be cooking for because it might be a secret, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand you don't want to cook for me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll just stay here with my bad knee and my meds. Okay, so I'm going crazy here because it's so quiet with the Dallas Cowboys. Have you noticed that, Mike? They broke from OTAs. No, but there's like no news. Okay.
There is.
No.
There is.
What news?
Jerry Jones put a bid in for the combine.
Well, you mean for Jerry to make some more money? Okay. Oh, wait. Here's the news we got. Okay, right. We got Jerry Jones trying to get the combine in 2023.
I didn't know this though, but they actually
glorified workouts.
Oh no, but what do you call it? The agents do the tampering period at the Combine. I didn't know that. They go to the restaurants right by.
Oh yeah,
they go tamper, do all the tampering.
Well, they do all that. Gina C.
I didn't
my
know
knee is yesterday morning. Okay, I tell you what. I had the surgery on Wednesday. Wednesday night, I was walking around. I was like, damn. Like a new knee. And then what I found out was it was the drugs that they had given to me, so I was actually able to move around like I had no problems. And so I was like, meds? I don't need no meds. So I didn't take anything Wednesday night, and then I woke up Thursday morning, and that mother humper was hurting. And that's when I grabbed the crutches. Took a couple of the opioids throughout the day. They made me kind of sick and loopy. I took the last one at 11 o'clock last night, and it was feeling a little bit better. And then this morning, it wasn't hurting real bad. So, you're supposed to take those every 4 hours. So it had been like 10 hours. So I just took the ibuprofen this morning, and I was supposed to take it again at 3, but I haven't actually had any more. So, right now, it's not hurting too bad. I'm actually moving around pretty good. I'm not ready to do the 2-step dance or anything. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of those pills left over because I just can't do it. I don't know how anybody gets hooked on that stuff, man. It just not some, what.
I know how they do,
but
the players do because there is so much pain that they take that stuff to relieve the pain, and then they just get addicted to it.
Well, see, that's what got me on that because I think
if you're in a lot of pain, you're going to take something. It's like, I feel great.
Well, see, the thing is, pain is basically, hey, dummy, you're hurt. Stop. That's what pain's trying to tell you. When you take the drugs and stuff, you don't know that you're fucking yourself up even more.
I know.
So yeah, I start
Romo. We saw him. Sometimes we saw him when he shoot him up. And you see that the blood spot where he got
Yeah.
where they shot him up, so he could get back
Get back out on that field, man. You know, it's kind of like I was watching Varsity Blues the other night. You know, at the end of the movie where they're like, "Get that needle away from him! Or I swear to God, I'm gonna break your arm off and beat you upside the head with it." Yeah, Varsity. You've seen Blart? Oh, you've never seen it? Come on, man, that's a classic. Varsity Blues. All right. Well, anyway, that's what they were trying to stop doing. Check my mailbox tomorrow. Get well soon. Well, I will check it tomorrow, Stacy. I appreciate that. Shout out. Ooh. Less meds. And more. No, I don't do the Mary Jane. You know, Mary. I just giggle. I just giggle. It's just not. It's not. It's
They
not.
do have pill versions of them.
So you're just saying, pass the Dutchie from the left. Okay. No.
But see, I don't know what the laws are here, if it's medical or if it's recreational. I don't know. But next month it'll be legal.
Okay, well, all right. So, anyway, now that we've gotten caught up on my surgery, like I said, I'm walking around. I'm okay. I'm okay. I've actually got more movement in it. In fact, I'm more worried about Philly 500 because Philly 500's knee's jacked up and it's swollen up, and he can't seem to get his knee is so messed up. He's like the Philadelphia Eagles. That's how bad. And I'm worried about him being gangrene on the knee. What's up, Thomas Garrett? How you doing?
Weight too, but he's the one that said that, not me. He said it first, not me on his YouTube.
He got nerve. You telling me the man's always talking about where's the fitness? It needs to get fit.
He's the one that said on his video that joking about it, about being I'm not gonna put. If you want to see what he got to say about that, you go on his channel because I don't want to say something and not be. What do you call it? Not be accurate to what he says.
I'm coming for your meat.
But he said on his videos, you can go watch his videos and find out what he said about that.
Okay, he's coming for my meats, I guess. Okay, all right. So let's go on to the Dallas Cowboys. If we are to believe, I'm trying to understand, are we being sold a whole bunch of crap? Because we keep hearing, first they've been telling us how bad the Cowboys are, that our defense is terrible and everything else. And then we were just watching here, Damian Woody and crew talking about 12-5 or 11-6 and everything else. They said today that expect Zeke Elliott to get over 1,300 yards. That's what NFL.com is saying now, right? And so we hear, of course, that we're looking at Dak Prescott getting some forecast saying 5,000 yards. They're talking about our offense, that our offense should be a top 5 offense and could challenge for everything else. Should we buy into this? Or are we being sold a bill of goods? That's the real question. Thoughts, Mike? Are we being sold a crock of shit? I mean, I look at it like this.
I look at it like this. They're obligated to talk about Dallas Cowboys. That's what they get paid for.
That sounds like Jay Lombardi. Gino Thorne brought the meats. Fire up the grill. The grill can be fired up in a moment's notice. If you're bringing the meats, and actually, I'm kind of hungry because I kind of stepped away. I thought David Wiley was coming over here to cook me a gourmet meal tonight, man, and I didn't cook anything. Thomas Garrett, today's happy birthday, Thomas Garrett. You got a few less miles than I do. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Thomas Garrett. I hope you celebrated it good. Hope you're having a couple of drinks and a good old party. Oh, man, Alan Williams, man. Yeah, you just wrong, man. You just wrong on Philly 500. All right, so back to the Dallas Cowboys. For Zeke to go from 900 some odd yards to 1,300, to me, with an extra game, is not a reach. I don't think it's a reach because, like I said, you get an extra game in there that you can play. So, if you're averaging 80 yards a game, let's say hypothetically, then, another game gets you another 80 yards closer. That right there gets you over 1,000 from where you were last year. And if the Cowboys offensive line, let's be clear here. If you were expecting Zeke Elliott to have 1,500 yards with an offensive line that was ranked way in the 20s, without having your starting quarterback, I'm sorry. I don't care if it was Zeke as a rookie. That wasn't going to happen. I just don't see that happening. And as I equated it earlier today, I used to have this theory about the Dallas Cowboys' Great Wall of Dallas +1. And when you looked at it, when we had DeMarco Murray, for example, DeMarco Murray averaged almost 1.5 yards more when he was here with Dallas versus when he went to Philadelphia that first year. And even
it was only a paycheck.
Well, yes, it was. But see, you're missing my point here. Darren McFadden was averaging 3.3 yards before he came here for 3 consecutive years. Then he gets here, he gets 4.3 yards. Alfred Morris, when he came from Washington, again, increased his run capability by 1 yard per carry. So when the Dallas Cowboys offensive line was healthy, you're going to pick up 1 yard. Last year, bro, it was like the Washington football team, if not worse. So you can look at that from the standpoint of saying part of the reason why Zeke Elliott was down was because of that offensive line being in such bad shape. And you look at that and say they are definitely, even if Tyron Smith or La'el Collins go out, I think they're better prepared for that injury. We never got La'el Collins out the gate, and we were sitting here looking at guys like Terrence Steele, an undrafted rookie free agent who played 13 games. He played the second amount. Listen, he played the second most games on the offensive line last year. An undrafted rookie free agent. And so you think about that, you can't expect Zeke Elliott to be out there making runs on his own. Now, we saw Barry Sanders kind of do that, but, that offensive line for Barry Sanders wasn't even that bad as that was. So you figure Zeke is going to bounce back. Also, Zeke, and people really haven't really thought about it or talked about it much. I've been kind of on this bandwagon for quite a while, and I wonder if Zeke had more from the COVID situation than what was let on, more after effects. Remember, it was June 15th when we heard about it. He was in quarantine for 2 weeks, which is through the month of June. He wasn't able to train, and we don't know what the lung capacity that he lost on the short term was. And so that could have also contributed to it. And of course, and
I think it's more about the line.
Well, but I'm just saying all of these things were like the perfect storm, and then you lose Dak Prescott. So, if you don't have a quarterback, let's be clear here. If you don't have a quarterback, you've got very little chances of winning football. There are very few Super Bowl teams that have asked for a quarterback. There's a couple in there, but you still have to have somebody who's at least capable. And we did. Alberto.
You saying Nick Foles was good?
But they had a good team around him. See,
I don't think Nick Foles was a good quarterback. He was
actually Nick Foles was a better quarterback for their situation because
Nick Foles was there at the right time.
Nick Foles is a streaky quarterback that's good. He's like Ryan's Fitzmagic. He's good for about 4 or 5 games. He's streaky, and then all of a sudden he comes back to being ass.
He hasn't been on that many teams.
See, Fitzmagic's best trick is actually disappearing. He keeps disappearing from teams over and over again.
Nick Foles went back to the team he got drafted and won a Super Bowl.
He did, but see, again, when you look at that,
what Patrick could say.
But see, here's the thing you have to look at though. They had a great defense, they had a great running game, and they had a great offensive line. And he actually fit the system better than Carson Wentz did. And so, he had already the team was already on cruise control, and he got lightning in a bottle, and he was better at managing that team than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has talent. I don't want to say that he doesn't. He does have some talent, but he is a head case. But I tell you what, actually, that brought me, since we're talking about the Eagles.
No, Carson Wentz is spoiled.
Oh, well, definitely.
Because if you're touted in the media that they're gonna be number 1, number 2, drafted, then that kind of things that you're annoyed to.
This is what I love. Actually, the Eagles are number 1. The Eagles are leading this category, and I love it. Hold it.
Most of that's Carson Wentz money up there that they have.
I fire Howard.
Carson Wentz.
Fucking fire, motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot!
What's that money? It's from Carson Wentz.
Idiot!
30-something million was Carson Wentz.
Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass.
I'd fire his
He's stupid. I'd fire his ass. I'd fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
Carson Wentz, it's worse than what I thought it was. $33.8 million in dead money this year that they're paying for.
I mean,
Deshaun Jackson, $5.8 million. Alshon Jeffries, $5.5. Malik Jackson, $3.6. They are $49 million in the red because of those mother humpers.
But Carson Wentz is better than if they would have just let him go. If they would let him go, it'd be $50-some million you have to pay his contract.
Well, yeah, true.
I mean, he still hurt him either way, but it's like,
true.
And he could have went to the Bears and it got at least good compensation for him, and they might have got Nick Foles on top of that too.
Yeah, well,
but nah, I'm not going. Nah.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I love it when the opposition has issues like that. That to me is great. So here's where I kind of like what we're looking at. Right now we're looking at Dan Quinn is changing the narrative on our defense. With Rod Marnelli, I liked Rod Marnelli. Rod Marnelli was like the defensive line whisperer. He ended up working and creating guys that were, really good defensive linemen from guys that did not have the best pedigree. But Rod Marnelli had that bend, don't break mentality. Hence, we never got many takeaways. And his defensive style, like him, had gotten old. Enter Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, I think, is going to be interesting, and maybe we're putting too much on a rookie, but they are looking at using him as being the designated pass rusher. We've seen it from day one where they've had him basically as an outside linebacker coming in off the edge. They've had him at Mike linebacker, basically using his skills at getting after the quarterback. This team, I think, is going to be blitz happy and trying to get after the quarterback's ass to get those takeaways. When we look at when our season kind of turned around and people are like, oh, well, Andy Dalton's winning more games than Dak Prescott. Well, one, we were paying inferior talent. We were playing before like the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns and things like that. Playoff teams. When you're playing the 49ers and the Giants, teams that weren't as good, and you're winning, I don't know that you compare apples to oranges there. But during a 4-game stretch, we got 12 takeaways, which for the Dallas Cowboys was literally earth-shattering. When we started out the season, we were on pace. Check this out. When we started out the season, we were on pace to have the lowest amount of takeaways in a whole season. We were on pace to beat the 49ers record of only having 7 in a season. We started getting some when we started getting more pressure, when we started getting rid of some of the dead weight and started getting guys that were getting after the quarterback. And that's what you're going to see this year with this defense. They may get burned on some of these plays. If you're playing an Aaron Rodgers, he knows how to beat the blitz and things like that. But I think when you're playing a Daniel Jones, Eric Freeman, thank you very much for that super chat. When you're gonna see them going after quarterbacks, and when you're going against a Daniel Jones or a Jalen Hurts who only has 5 games under his belt, or what? Why are you shaking your head?
I want to know why his price is so expensive when you only play 5 games and maybe only won one.
Because he's the starter of the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, your brother got to get paid.
But Daniel Jones did go.
He's coming into Washington. He's coming in enemy territory.
Well, okay. Now, how come Daniel Jones wasn't that price? I know he was a rookie.
He was a rookie. And they still had Eli Manning. He was, figured he was going to sit on the bench for a year or so. And listen, I don't set the prices. Damn.
I know it's between them and the agents, but still. I know his agent's going to get cut of that money too, but still.
Did I actually hear that Josh Allen wants to take a team-friendly deal? He already has more playoff success in a shorter amount of time than Dak was an MVP and was an MVP candidate. Toby, actually, Dak Prescott was an MVP candidate too his rookie year as well. Putting that out there. And quite frankly, Toby,
he was a trophy finalist too.
Yes.
He was
Toby,
on the list.
Toby with your hate. Hey, you know what?
Or at least it was in the top 10.
Yeah, you know what I'm
for the
saying? Like,
trophy.
real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like, you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but man, I mean, I'm mad, you know, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke and ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
So, Toby. Here's what's interesting is how you look at the quarterback thing. You're trying to bust on Dak Prescott. That's what you're trying to do because you's a hater. You come in here always hating. So you come in here and say, Josh Allen going to take a team-friendly deal. Well, quite frankly, and I was trying to find it here, as I put up here with the Philadelphia Eagles paid $33.8 million to tell Carson Wentz, get the fuck out, okay? That's what the Eagles are paying this year to tell him to get the fuck out. Now, Dak Prescott, okay, let's be clear, has been here for 6 years and is only with this season will have made, well, okay, you can't really count his signing bonus, but will have averaged less than $15 million a year. I don't know how much more team friendlier you can get on that. I don't even think it's been that much, actually, because his hit for this year is 8th highest at $22 million this year. You know guys who have higher cap numbers than him this year? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Matty Ice. These are guys that are making a whole lot more. And even next year, Dak's number is only $31 million. So when you're sitting here saying, oh, he's going to take a team-friendly deal, we know what you're trying to do. You're trying to say Dak ripped us off. Dak didn't get shit for years. For years. And if you want to talk about Josh Allen, all those things that they say about Dak Prescott, oh, well, you know, he needs guys around him. Josh Allen, before he got Diggs last year, wasn't anything special. He got a guy around him. He got a team around him. That's a general team. Oh, and he had the biggest team in their division go down the toilet. And all of a sudden, he looks good. So, Toby, what else you got to say on that? But they're saying his deal will average about $165 million guaranteed. $165 million, which is more than Dak's. They're talking about Lamar Jackson being like 168 guaranteed money, which is more than Dak's. And what we're going to find out down the road, because you remember when Kirk Cousins originally signed his $28 million and was the highest paid. You look at his deal now and say $28 million. Shit, that was good. Shit, I wish we could get a quarterback for $28 million. Well, guess what? Dak is only 22 this year. So, Toby, stop what you're hating, man. Just stop. Damn. I was in a good mood till your motherfucking ass showed up. Royal Flush. If Simpsons A Day channel. Josh Allen has more of a cannon of an arm. What's up, Danny? How are you doing? Why is Toby in Dallas Cowboys live stream? He's you know what? I'm trying to figure that out. If he says he's a Cowboy fan, but I'm not sure. Gina C. Toby is a weirdo having Mark's picture on his profile pic. Yeah, he is definitely a little weird. Toby, you don't know what. Damn. You know, I ain't got to say anything to you, Toby. It looks like they're going after your ass. Toby, if you think Dak is hot, just say that. I mean, you're obsessed with him. Danny, good quarterback with good defense. That's the difference. I'm chilling, Alan. How are you? Okay, yeah, and I have to, come on. Yeah, this is what kills me is when you hear everybody say, well, you know, they weren't winning with Dak. You had the 32nd rated defense. You had the 28th rated offensive line. Your good players were all out. He was supposed to make up for 21 other guys. Did I miss something? Because basically that's what they're saying. Now, back to this defense. This defense, and I'm going to give you a case in point. In 2013, the Dallas Cowboys defense was bad. They were really, really bad. In fact, they were so bad, they were the worst Dallas Cowboys defense until this year's Dallas Cowboys defense. Whew. They gave up 436 points. They lost to Marcus Ware. They lost Jason Hatcher. They lost Sean Lee. And Orlando Scandrick was out for 4 games for suspension. But that team went from giving up 436 points to 352. They went from 32nd in points, scoring defense, to 15. They went 32nd in yards to 19th. That was a major turnaround, and it was all with guys that were no names. Enter Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn with a different philosophy. I don't think we're going to have the dazed and confused defense. I think it's actually going to be that we're going to be young, we're going to be fast, we're going to be flying at the quarterback, and we're going to be coming after that ass. Danny, you are 100% right. You know, Danny, I offered him the autograph for his quarterback, Hurts, okay? You know what? I don't care.
He's the same way I am. That's just too much.
No, I don't care. You know what? I got Tony Romo's. I got Dak Prescott. I don't care who it's my quarterback. You know what? If you are wearing the star, you're my guy. You're my guy.
But y'all see me getting Michael, what's the dude's name? Emmitt Smith. Y'all see me get Emmitt Smith's autograph?
Well, guess not. I mean, he wants 250.
So does Zeke.
Okay, well, I got a picture with both of them, so I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm broke ass media. I ain't got that kind of money. But if it was a current, you know, well, I don't know if I would have gotten Andy Dalton's.
I wouldn't either. He's not in my book, so I get him.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten Andy Dalton.
No, but the thing is, though, when we met Dak Prescott, he accomplished something.
Not his first year. He was a rookie.
He was a starter. And he actually played good his rookie year. They made, I think, the only team they lost to in our division was the New York Giants.
West Rock, 5 rings. Now, we need comic relief with Toby because, you know.
Then we make it to the playoffs.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Exactly. He accomplished something on his own.
He took a 4-12 team and went 13-3.
What did Hurts accomplish his rookie year? Maybe only won 1, maybe 2 games. That's
one game.
See, that's the difference. The man has accomplished nothing.
You are 100% right because he does have an affinity for Carson Wentz. That's the truth. Because I was going to get him his autograph and everything and send it out there. Oh, man, that's too much money. I don't want that. Oh, you're just trying to jinx me. It's like, dude, it's your quarterback. I'm trying to, help you out there. And you're like,
Carson Wentz did come up here 1 year. But he was on.
I'm just you mean a smart ass Cowboy fan? No delusion here. That's what you are. You're just a smart ass.
Oh, the year that Van Dyke came up here, Carson Wentz came up on Saturday. Cause I saw Carson Wentz on Saturday. The year they came.
Okay.
He was on Saturday. I saw him on. I saw Carson Wentz on that Saturday.
Wait. Toby is getting it. Oh, hold up. We have breaking news here. Toby says he's got a channel. He started to upload videos. Peace out. Too much delusion. Please. Oh, you know what, Toby? I tell you what, Toby, don't go nowhere yet. Toby, since you're starting out a channel, I'll be more than happy to bring you up on mine so you can introduce it. That way you'll get all kinds of people that'll be exposed to you. Okay? Seriously, man. You'll get people. I'll help you get exposed on your channel. Come on, man. Ben DiNucci should be paying people for his autograph. Oh, come on, man. He got thrown to the wolves now. Dave, come on, Dave. Let's be clear.
He should, because
he did. Jay Lamar. Toby's got a channel.
No, we could beat Washington, but all they did was those trick plays. That's all they were doing with those trick plays. When you teach a man only trick plays, eventually they're gonna sniff you out.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why I lost the first game because all those trick plays, and we almost lost.
Toby's
gonna
upload videos of him hating on Dak.
Come on now.
I'm so Toby. Wait a minute. Did he just break news or break wind and just run?
I I guess
I need to see it. Look, everybody's like, I need to see this. I want to see this. I bet you he won't even put his face on it. I guarantee you it'll be probably, there's D2 Stu. He will probably be in there faceless and have like one of those voice, synthesizers, so that way you can't tell what his voice is.
Have those on
Because I hate to say it, but I think he's a punk ass biatch.
Even the one on your phone, you could change your voice.
Yeah.
On that, and it's
I'm
cheap stuff. Cheaper stuff.
Toby's a Ben DiNucci guy. Okay. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Nothing wrong with Ben DiNucci. He just needs better coaching.
Can we troll? You know what? We've got to find Toby. What is Toby's thing? Toby is 6 what? I got to find this. I don't even see him up on here anymore. Oh, 616. Let me look for that.
Might not be able to find it though.
Probably won't.
Because it's not that popular in the search. Because sometimes it's hard to find channels if they
I noticed that.
They block it or they're not high in the search, even if you search the actual name. Oh yeah. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, 62.
616. It's all Spider-Man and cartoons.
Hey.
Bully McGuire. Is that it, Toby? Toby, is that it?
I think that is it. If it's the same, if the avatar is the same, that's the channel. Hey.
Low key. What? Spider-Man. So you're a little kid, huh, Toby?
Hey, that's not bad.
Or is he Toby Maguire? Is that what it is? No, it can't be. That can't be the right Toby. No. Let's see.
That's not bad for starting a YouTube channel, getting those numbers.
Wait, that Toby 616.
I guess
that's. Oh, maybe this is it. Mark Holmes with a Texans mug.
Or is it a Texan?
Is that what you got? Oh,
is that?
Here's Toby's. He's got 6 subscribers.
So you faking to be somebody else?
Oh, he's got his own little circle jerk going on. Okay. All right, Toby. Toby, come on, buddy. Bring out some content, man. Come on.
Portable aircon devices.
Come on. We'll get you hooked up, bro.
The playoffs.
Huh? That's all you got.
That's all you got is this your logo going, zooming in, zooming out. Come on now, brother.
All right, Toby. You can bring it, buddy.
All it is my dad's YouTube.
Makes perfect sense. Oh my God, yeah.
All it is his YouTube logo going in and out, in and out.
Bum ass channel. Oh, poor Toby. Toby's a fraud. Who you all troll? We're trying to get Toby, our local resident hater, up in here.
This is not the real one, because I think, or is it the one?
No, that was we had it in there. Toby.
He wishes this was his channel.
You know what?
That channel's actually doing decent for that many subscribers. That's actually decent for that many subscribers.
No, he had. Did he have? Wait, hold it. Let me go back.
I think it's the one.
Was it 3? He got 6 subscribers. 6.
That one got 32 views, 33 views.
He's got. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Toby, congratulations, man. Let's give him a slow clap.
You're actually giving you props when it wasn't even your channel.
Okay.
62 subscribers. That's a good number.
And Toby, Toby. And the funny thing is, Toby, you got to thank me for getting for getting those. Because you tried to troll me, dude. Miss Charles, how you doing? What?
That's all it is logo.
Oh, my God. Wow, Toby. Wow.
Anybody can do that.
But you know what, right now? Toby is sitting there patting himself on the back. But yes, he showed my channel. You know, we need training camp open. It's too slow right now. It is just too damn slow right now. All right. Forgive me because I don't remember who sent me this, okay? But we got the throwback cowboy helmets.
I got the real throwback one.
Okay, well, yeah, you got the... Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one where it was red, white, and blue. I had the small one.
Okay, but guess what? come not this season, but the next season, they'll be able to wear those uniforms.
Yeah, I heard something
So
that they're changing the rules with the helmet.
yeah, well, I love those helmets. I love those helmets. That to me is going to be great.
I thought you can't wear different.
Michael Anthony doing this thing big time compared to Toby. I saw the comments saying that Jimmy G is ass, and you've been saying that for 3 years.
I thought they can't wear different helmets because of the.
Well, are you not a 49er fan? Are you're not agreeing that Jimmy G is ass? You think Jimmy G is a good quarterback? Was I wrong?
I mean, Bill Belichick wanted to keep Jimmy G, and then Tom Brady went behind his back and talked to Arthur Blank and got him shipped out of town.
Eagles will compete in 2022. Well, if you don't have Howie Roseman mess it up, you got all the draft picks. You've cleared out all the trash, getting rid of Carson Wentz. You got nowhere to go but up because you're going to be in the toilet this year. So you look at that, you'll be competing next year.
Yeah, they'll be competing for the basement. The Giants.
Well, this is the part that kills me is how many people are now talking about the Giants are going to be a good team.
Yeah, they'll be number 3. They'll be better than the Eagles.
Will they? I don't know.
I think they'll be better than the Eagles.
No, but their offense was ass. Daniel Jones, I'm sorry, he's not good.
I think it's because of that line.
Daniel Jones is not good.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver?
I might be wrong about it.
Why do we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got Joe. Oh, man, he a dog. Oh, shit, he is a dog.
But wide receiver.
That's a good pick.
I just don't see the Giants taking that big of a step. I really don't.
I think they'll be number 3 in the division.
Well, and I'll.
Were they number 2 this year?
But here's the thing.
Were they number 2 this year? Because they're number 2, got a harder schedule than.
They were number 2.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a harder schedule. So.
But everybody was a number 2 last year in our division.
The Eagles are gonna have.
Everybody was a number 2 last year.
Have an easier schedule, but I don't know if they're gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna benefit them to get out the basement.
But see, I'm telling you, Washington has got the big boy schedule this year.
I think they'll be number 2 in the division though.
What, Washington?
I don't think they're winning the division, but number 2.
They got a lot of tough games. I mean, we've got Tampa Bay, we got Kansas City. I mean,
you think the Giants will be better than Washington?
I don't think they'll be better than Washington.
I don't think Washington wins the division, but I think they'll be good enough to be number 2.
I think Washington is going to do what everybody does after they win the NFC East, and that's go down the tank, the toilet. Sorry.
I think
you're relying on an old-ass quarterback that's been a journeyman.
I still think they'll be better than the Eagles and the Giants. I still think they'll be better than those 2 teams. I don't think neither one of them is good enough.
Jimmy G is the reason why George Kittle isn't the best because he's limited. I have to agree with you on that one. I have to, when Jimmy G got that contract to become the highest paid quarterback after 6 games, I was just like, sorry. Jay Lombardi says he's going to take that team right back into the basement. Jay, I think so too. Unfortunately for Washington, that's where quarterbacks' careers go to die. It just does not work out good for them. Washington, easy, Mark. Look, Washington diehard fan. Come on,
hey,
Washington diehard fan. Seriously,
I think y'all gonna be number 2.
You really think you really believing?
Y'all not win the division, but y'all might be good enough to be second place.
Bro, come on, man.
I don't think the Eagles or the Giants will be better than Washington.
Thomas Garrett says they're going down for real.
Yeah, the number 2.
They're going down for real.
Number 2.
Jay, where you belong. Oh man. Did Toby leave? Did Toby get? I haven't seen Toby back.
Maybe went to go make another video.
He's got one.
Maybe he went to go make a video.
Toby. Where's my raid can? Washington such and such. y'all cold tonight. All right, so the defense. This morning, I started talking about Kellen Joseph. And man, did I step in some shit. because I just said, hey, there's nothing wrong with the side gig, right? You got your side gig, I got my side gig, right?
My side gig is my business.
Okay, your business, okay. But so you got to take care of your mainstay first. And I was saying this morning, because of others that were talking about him as well, who talk about him being boss man fat and the rap and coming into camp out of shape. And I wasn't trying to disparage the guy. I wasn't trying to trash the guy, but trying to put guys on notice and say, hey, listen, your opportunities in the NFL don't come around very often, and you don't necessarily get second chances. And so if you're not in here with your head straight and focusing on football, where they drafted you thinking that you're going to be penciled in as a starter and you're behind the curve, you got a whole lot of catching up to do if this is in fact what you want to do. There's a lot of guys who play football not because they love football. And I wasn't saying that he is that guy. I don't know. Time will tell. But there's some guys that are just gym rats that all they think about is football. I was a gym rat. All I thought about is football. All I still think about is football. You know, this is like my life, okay? I relate everything that happens to me with football. We got plenty, you know, we don't have a whole lot of people in here tonight, but we got plenty of haters for sure. There's not usually, Gina, not usually. There hasn't been one since 2003 and 2004. So it doesn't happen. In fact, on average, 3.5 games drop the following year. So we're thinking that the Washington football team, a team that can't even keep their name, is going to break that cycle? Come on, man. I mean, it could happen.
No, they ain't going to.
It's due,
They'll be,
but I don't see that happening.
Number 2 at best.
Well, they are a number 2. They are a number 2.
What can we call them? The Washington cockroaches?
They definitely are.
Because, I mean, does my man have the patent on that one, too?
He might. Noodle Leg Jones. They're like twins. And this is the thing that amazes me, too, is like when I listen to, because thank you, 49er fan, we should have a top 5 wide receiver core. They say our quarterback's top 5. You got to at least look at Zeke and say he's a top 10 running back. If our offensive line is healthy, they should be a top 10 offensive line. You look at that and put that all together, you could look at that and say that should be the number 1 offense. And to say that the Giants, they think are a better team with an offense that came out of 31st, I don't see how that happens. I just don't see how it happens. But then again, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll. Oh, there's my cousin. What's up, cuz? Skins fans, we will win the division because are you, Daniel? I thought you gave up drinking. Daniel,
I'm not winning the division.
I thought you gave up drinking, man. You must be. You know what?
Be number 2 in the division at best.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You laughed your ass off, but Daniel Jones tripped over himself. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Everybody's underestimating us, Mark. Alola agree. That's what I'm saying. Another fake ass Eli to be toppled off his pedestal. Ooh, y'all cold tonight. Because of his clumsy ass. I love these comments. The Washington football team is going to beat the socks off the Cowboys just like the past season.
Oh, please.
Oh, my God. Oh, I can't wait. The Dallas Cowboys do have a top 5 offense, in my opinion. I do like Washington's defensive line. They do have
They had the best.
But they did have a good defensive line. Well, yeah,
I don't think it's good enough to get them to be number 1 division. Maybe number 2.
I wish I had my stats in front of me, but
Dallas gonna be number 1. Washington gonna be number 2.
You gave up a lot of 30 burgers last year,
and that's a toss up with 3 and 4. I don't think the Giants or the Eagles are better than Washington.
You gave up a lot. I mean, a lot of 30 burgers last year. I think 6. I could be wrong, Washington, but you did give up a lot of 30 burgers to some team. Now, you played good against the teams that couldn't score 30 points. I'll give you that much. Daniel, we're gonna have some fun this season, man. We'll have some fun. We'll be over at the toxic waste dump at FedEx Field freezing up. No, I got my patio heaters. Well, we got the listen. I'll tow a trailer out there, man. We gonna be warm. Hell, we might just stay out in the parking lot because it'll be nice and warm out there.
I say out of the parking lot anywhere because it's the best spot.
We got 3 of those patio heaters and we got the tents.
Hey, Washington has one thing right besides the tailgating. They actually have good Wi-Fi in the parking lot.
Daniel Peterson, you're admitting that you have no quarterback. That's gonna be your downfall.
Hey,
Ryan Fitzpatrick is good for 4 games. That's it. Then he does his disappearing act. I don't know why y'all all of a sudden keep thinking that you guys are going to bring a quarterback in here and they're going to be something different than they've ever been. You've done it with Donovan McNabb. You did it with Alex Smith. You know, you done it with the Colt McCoy. All these guys, you think, oh, man, they're going to be great. They're not going to be great quarterbacks. Washington is where quarterbacks' careers go to die. And what you want to hope is that you can get out of there in one piece.
Kirk Cousins is the best thing that Washington had.
That's saying something right there. Yes, sir, cousin. Brian SoCal, what's up, man? It's tragic. There you go, Jay. I like that one, too. All right. Are we about ready to do this drawing for our trophy here, Mr. Mike? I'm still feeling a little bit tired from the surgery and stuff, so we probably won't go into too much overtime tonight. Kind of not feeling it so much. You see, I'm just drinking ice water tonight.
Yeah, because you definitely get your rest.
Yeah, well, I agree with Michael Anthony Fitness for more of that last year. Oh, we're going to have plenty of pulled pork. We're going to be feasting on hog. Don't worry about that. All right, so Mike's doing our drawing right now.
Are we doing the
what?
The cook-off?
Cook-off what?
For the Hall of Fame?
Cook-off? What cook-off?
I heard Jets bringing some pulled pork.
I didn't know it was a cook-off. I thought we were just serving a whole bunch of food. Are you trying to say it's a competition?
No, I'm just saying, are you having a cook-off to see who makes better pulled pork?
We going to eat. That's what we're going to do. We going to eat. That's all I can say that. It ain't no cook-off because everybody's a winner if Jet and me are both cooking.
I'm just asking.
He'll bring the brisket. I'll bring the pulled pork. Or I'll bring the chicken wings. Or both.
I thought he was bringing pulled pork because it's easier to prepare.
I thought he was going to do brisket.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out when
his truck's called brisket, ain't it?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah.
All right then.
Or your former truck.
No, she said, "Fuck you." Okay, she's like, "I don't." No. All right, let's see who's gonna get this trophy tonight. Please add some lime juice into your water. That's what my wife does all the time. Who you got? Stacy Schubert. What's up, Stacy? Stacy, you are a winner. Chicken dinner tonight. I'll bring the Mary Jane. Oh, come on, Juan. Okay. Mary Jane. All righty. Okay, so Stacy.
That's all in here.
Stacy, I know Stacy's always here. I believe I've got it's also Roland reviews too. Don't ask me why, but for some reason, Roland's reviews wouldn't allow her to make comment on it.
Hacked. That's why I couldn't use mine. But just wait.
You hear David Wiley because he's going too. He's the chef. See, fuck y'all. Okay, see, y'all gonna try and make. Yeah, I don't have much in the world. I don't have. I was known for cooking. Now I got Jet. Now I got David Wiley. They're gonna try and make me look like ass. Damn.
Yeah, but
can't have nothing. Everybody always coming after me.
But you know the way around the super chats. If you got an iPhone, your payments come out of your whatever you use for your iPhone to pay for the apps and stuff and all the subscriptions. That's the way I get around it.
Well, sorry. We got a whole bunch of people in here like passing the Dutchie from the left-hand side, I see. All right. Well, I tell you what, I'm still recovering from the knee surgery, and so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here a little bit early tonight, if you don't mind, y'all, because I do need to take some more meds and get a little rest. But before I go,
I fire Howie.
fucking fire that motherfucker. Stupid motherfucker. What an idiot. What an idiot. Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, how he's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
All right, this is, I think, the wrong, I've got to redo it, but I think this is the wrong one. So if you're not on this one, understand I got to reload it because I messed up my key set here. So, get your shot glass ready. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you all being here, and I will see you guys later.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.